Roehl production. Playing this game called Among Us. There were 9 of us spawning in the ship. I was blue and I was an engineer. I could go through vents and my purpose was crystal clear. I had to do tasks, so I went to electrical, and a multitude of other colors went to it was typical. There were 4 of us doing the exact same task, but we were shocked to discover someone had been stabbed. We called a meeting almost immediately. It was me, green, orange, and red, you see. One of us killed brown and I wasn't sure. The truth would come out later, as I would later learn. I pleaded for innocence but they did the same. They started to realize how simple it could be in this game. I said I was an engineer, but I'm not sure if they believe me. And I'm scared of the imposter if they ever see me. 9 crewmates, an imposter, and the goal of the game: vote out the imposter before it was too late. You had to do tasks and report the bodies, and hope you didn't die first or your time would be shoddy. I was scared they'd think it was me, but they didn't find out who it was, so in the end I was fine. I voted green anyways, even though I wasn't sure it had to be one of us. I voted him for that turn. I went to reactor to do another few tasks. When I saw the body near the security cams, I reported it in a huff. It seemed like Cyan passed on. I hope that this game doesn't go on for too long. I called a meeting almost immediately, but my friends were annoyed they didn't complete tasks, you see. One of us killed Cyan and I wasn't sure. I said I saw Black Hole this way and that it was his turn. I pleaded for innocence but they did the same. I started to realize how stressful it could be in this game. I said I was an engineer, but I'm sure if they believe me. And I'm scared of the imposter if they ever see me. 9 crewmates, an imposter, and the goal of the game: vote out the imposter before it was too late. You had to do tasks and report the bodies, and hope you didn't die first or your time would be shoddy. Black denied the accusations and said it was me, about how he wasn't on a stack kill, and so it would seem that I had accused him of murder without reason, and that such a crime was of the highest treason. I suddenly realized that it could have been red, but before I could say it I was sealed dead. They threw me out of the ship and I wasn't guilty. They were very confused. For me a stress was lifted. I followed yellow and he was doing fine. Lights went out after some time. I finished my tasks when a meeting was called. Orange and black were killed against the admin walls. Green pleaded for innocence but red did the same. I started to realize how stressful it could be in this game. They said I was an engineer but they didn't believe me. They thought I was the imposter, now they'll never see me. 9 crewmates, an imposter, and the goal of the game: vote out the imposter before it was too late. You had to do tasks and report the bodies, and hope you didn't die first or your time would be shoddy. Green found the bodies by the admin place. He was shocked 2 bodies were so close in one imposter game. He said he didn't see purple around the ship. He also said white was safe, he was with him for a bit. It was only purple, pink, white, red, and yellow and green. I couldn't think of who would be at the scene. They decided vote out purple and it was a dud. Voting him out left them in the mud. I followed green around when suddenly he was killed. Struck down by red and my body with shock was filled. Then I remembered that red was at electrical at the start. The realization suddenly attacked at my heart. They'd plead for innocence, but red would do the same. They started to realize how stressful it could be in this game. Red gave alibi to say his crewmate and they always believed him, but he was the imposter. It was a mistake. said an imposter, the goal of the game. Vote out the imposter before it was too late. You had to do tasks and report the bodies, and hope you didn't die first or your time would be shoddy. It felt like the game went quicker when I found the truth. I saw red then take down pink, who was being aloof. But then green's body was reported and there was only 3. The only issue was they didn't know who was at the scene. White said she was innocent because green confirmed her as safe. Yellow said she was right and that only left red in the game. Red said yellow was sus and he didn't see her around at all. Yellow voted for red and said that he was appalled. The trio were uncertain of what to do. I was cheering on for white and yellow because I knew the truth. White suddenly said something that broke red's alibis. Red was at the stack hill in electric color, yes that's right. Red pleaded for innocence but it was too late. I started to realize how stressful it could be in this game. Red gave alibis and said he was crewmate, anyways believed him. But white and yellow found out the truth and voted him out with reason. 9 crewmen and an imposter and the goal of the game. Vote out the imposter before it was too late. You had to do tasks and report the bodies, and hope you didn't die first or your time would be shoddy. The game was over and everyone was happy. My friend Mike, who was red, said the game was so crappy. I told him he did good, but not good enough. Sarah, who played white, was thankful for green's trust. Green, who was Tristan, said we all did great, and he apologized to me for being so irate. He should have seen that I didn't lie about being the engineer. I told him that he has nothing to fear. We all sat back down and got ready for another game. I sighed in relief as I had gotten crewmate. I told Mike that I hoped for a great run. He called a meeting at the start and voted me out for fun. I pleaded for innocence but they did the same. I started to realize how stressful it could be in this game. I said I was an engineer but I'm not sure if they believe me. And I'm scared of the imposter if they ever see me. Night crewmate's an imposter, the goal of the game. Vote out the imposter before it